Hey. I'm trying to be like, you know how like toddlers be all up in the phone like this? Hold on. Hey. Okay. What's up? What's up? Give me a second. I'm always like, give me a second, right? Who's gonna be first? Who's gonna be first? I need to pop my popcorn while we're at it. Give me a second. Tonight's snack and chat is gonna be this. Hey, Robert. Hey, Sean. It was good. Hey, Jeremy. Hey, Garth. What did I do today? I did some of everything. It got me about 4 miles in. I crossed some streets today. You know, we just steady facing our fears. Hold on, I got popcorn popping, so I don't want to, like, pop it, you know. Pop it. Pop it. Y'all hear it popping? Hey, Mervin. Are you okay? I'm okay. Do I not look okay? Do I look unhinged? You know, sometimes popcorn be like, is it okay over there? I love you too. It smells good. It smells good. Okay. Oh, it's too quiet. Hold on. Now, you know, I told y'all about my whole debacle with popcorn. So anytime popcorn goes like 3 or 4 seconds without a pop, you should go check on it. That's a lot of... You see the steam coming from that? Y'all can't see it. Sheesh. Y'all can't see the steam. If I turn this off, you can see the steam, right? No. There's a lot of steam coming out of that. Okay. Anywho. Welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every night around 10:30. Current time is 11:04 p.m. We are just hopping on. Hi, Robert. Hello, Noble. Yum. Already time people out already. I don't know what it is, but as soon as I see somebody else's popcorn, it becomes... Right? Man. And I wish I had the popcorn from Atlanta so I could show y'all. You don't pop it like this, but you pop it like what? We already popped. It just tastes really good. Already? Sure, Johnny. You want some popcorn? Listen, when we all meet up together, popcorn has to be on deck. Popcorn and Cheetos, must-haves. Okay? Must-haves. Hello, Jumong. Hey, the warrior. Hey, Johnny. Robert, you say you would be nasty. Oh, you can see the steam, right? Yeah. Thank you, Jeremy. Marvin. Oh, okay. Well, Robert, get him right. You look so great, but can't judge the book by the cover. I don't know what that means. What does that mean, Marvin? So great. Hey, Melon. Hey, Alpha. Oh, so good. So good. I've been eyeing this popcorn for days. Also, yeah, I've been fasting all day. So, I already had my tater tots. If you're just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. Outside of my popcorn, we do snack and chats every night. The current time is 11:07 p.m. We would love for you to join us. We would love for you to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified each and every time that we do go live. Jonathan, do I date white men? I do, Jonathan. You look great. Look great, but you may not be. You mean I look great, but I may not be? I may not be what? No need to. I feel like you're talking in circles. Tell me what you want to tell me. We can handle it over here. Hey, Robert. Robert Ross. We have two Roberts in the building tonight. Hey, Johnny. Hey, Dan. Don't you already have Amanda? I was talking to somebody. If you're just joining us, tonight is Snack and Chat. We have Snack and Chats every night. Let me know what your snack is in the chat. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Double tap, double tap, double tap that screen. Help us to help us to get our likes up to 75 likes this evening. Let me slow down. I love popcorn. Joseph said, I'm talking to you. Okay, Romano. White something to look very good for the contrasting colors. But what does that mean? White, I don't know what that means. Hey, Mike. Hello. Bang, bang. Thank you, Petilo. Hey, Ari. I've heard that a lot, Ari. Am I from Cleveland, Romana? No, I'm not from Cleveland. I know somebody who lives in Cleveland, but no. Hello, Adriana. I do, right? Hello, man. I look young, but I'm actually 39. So if you are just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around at 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 11:10, almost 11:11. One of my favorite numbers. This evening. Double tap, double tap, double tap, tap. How about to like the live? and get to 75 likes this evening. And also, let us know who you are in the chat. I promise we do not bite, so don't be shy. Let me know who you are. I do read all the comments in the chat as long as my moderators don't think it's inappropriate and they block it, but I do read them all. Outside of that. And yeah, let's have a chat. I'm going to put the poll question up very, very soon. And let's get to it. Shout out to all my new membership people who have joined the silver or the bronze memberships. About to get crazy. I'm about to start putting out some new content. I'm really excited about it. We shall see. It's not gonna be the same anymore. Hello, Malik. I love the way you spell Malik. M-A-L-I-Q-U-E, Malik. That's so cool. I like that. Hello, Jive Saban. Hey, baby bird. Never heard that before. Thank you. Jenna Jackson, lovely. I'll take it. Mike, thank you so much, Mike. Shout out to Mike Wilson. Handing out dollar bills. Yeah. We like money, money, money. Hey, is it Petite Low? I don't know if I'm saying it right. Hello, Jesus. My favorite chip. I feel like the chat is my favorite chip. My chat would tell you the way I be jumping down on some Cheetos. Even though back in the day, just so we're clear, I was very much a Cool Ranch girly. That was my, Cool Ranch, but then also spicy nacho, right? Spicy nacho, and now it's like Cheeto. But that was a natural progression, I feel like. Hey, Anthony. Meow. Hey, Jar70. Beautiful hair, eyelashes. You barely see I have eyelashes, right? Like barely. I should get the fake ones. I remember I was talking to a guy like that, and he was like, if you get fake eyelashes, I'm never looking at you. I was like, why not? He's like, I can't. I just can't. They just made him so uncomfortable. I was like, I can get the natural looking ones. I probably could at least put a little mascara, but thank you, Garth. Jordan, miss you. Hey, Jordan. Hey, Noel. Hey, Sean Johnson. Are y'all related? Sean Johnson and John Johnson? Hey, John. Hello, Gola. Zacky Wacky. Christopher, where you been? We have snacking chats every night, Christopher. Okay. Let me put this poll question in the chat. I'm not gonna sit y'all. Hold up. Let me see how we're gonna do this. Okay. Sit you right here. I need some water. I don't lose any popcorn. And then we also had to do our homework. I mean, I had to read our book. Our book for the evening is Who Knows the Book for the Evening? Tell me in the chat. In the meantime, I'm going to read the names. Daniel, Tatiana, Levi, Aneb. Hey, Rich. Hey, DeCompass. Hey, Levi, Daniel. Garth said no. Hey, Debater. Hey, JARF. Hey, Skinny. Hey, Levi. Afghanistan. Shout out. I gave you a shout out. You had, what's the shout out? Hey, Annette. Shata. Abba. Andy. Hey, Hector. Terry Joe. Hey, Terry Joe. Okay. So, let's get back to the task at hand, shall we? Let us find our, hey, Egos. Hey, CJ. Chabati. Chatibi. Chatibi? Double tap that screen for me. Help us to like the live and get our likes up to 75 likes this evening. Also, let me know where you're tuning in from. I promise we do not bite, so don't be shy. And I'm about to put the poll question up really, really soon. I already know what it's going to be. Okay, hold on. I already know what it's going to be. Hey, Vicky, Roshan, Joshua, Felista, Alexander. Hola, Alexander. Hold on. Poll question is up. Poll question is up. Hello, Leroy. Vicky. Thank you, Vicky. Hey, Joshua, Shata, Terry. From Madrid, nice. Vicky from India, okay. Look how beautiful can you? Hey, Siam. I look Ugandan. I am in America. Are you see? Hey, hello, Elisha, Pedro. Hello, hola, Peria. Hello, Kieran. I love your show. You're an amazing blessing. Thank you, Lee Walker. How are you? Bonjour. Bonjour. Peria, how are you? Okay, so the poll question is in the chat. Let me know. Do you talk negatively about your exes? How are we already 20 minutes in? It went by so fast. Okay. And while you were answering that, I'm going to get our book for the evening. So nobody said what's the book? Nobody knows what the book is. We read the book every night. What's the book? What's the name of the book? What is the name of the book? Hey, Jason. How are you? Hello, gaming. How are you? Hello. Nobody knows the book. We read the book every night. If you are just joining us, yes, English. If you are just joining us, my name is Aysia Smiles. We go live every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. We do snack and chats every evening. The current time is 11:21. And we're about to read our book. We are in our self-love September series. And so, hello, Ivy Daryl. We are in our self-love September series. We are reading the book. Nobody knows the name of the book. Nobody knows the name of the book. Somebody has to know the name of the book. We read the book every night. I'm gonna stop reading, y'all. Hello, Cyan. Hola, Pedro. Hello. Hey, peanut butter. Hey, Ali. Can you read? Yes. Yes. Hello, Sylvanus. Children. Hello. Okay. Nobody knows the book. All right. Well, the book is called. Thank you, God. The book is called The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. And Garth is right. It was from 1925. So you can listen to it on YouTube as an audio file. You just type in The Game of Life and How to Play It. Or you can get the PDF. You can download it on Google. And if you download it on Google, you can get it for free. And it comes off as a PDF. You just download it. So we are currently on page 55 of the book. And I'm just going to continue. So I'm going to drink some water. I got popcorn in my mouth and I want to choke. You're a huge fan? Okay. I'm the go to baseball. Nice. I can join you. Hello, Milk. Hello, Joshua. Hello, Julio. Hello, KJ. Okay. So I'm going to read the book. The book is called The Game of Life and How to Play It. We are in the Casting Thy Burden chapter. So I'm going to read 2 pages of the book. And then we'll get back to the chat, okay? In the meantime, I want you to double tap that screen. Help us to like this live stream here. And then I also want you to answer the question in the poll, okay? This is not a nasty girl channel. No. Okay. So, perhaps one's fear is of disease or germs. Then, one should be fearless and undisturbed in German Latin situation, and he would be immune. One can only contract germs while vibrating at the same rate as the germ. And fear drags men down to the level of the germ. Of course, the disease-latent germ is the product of the carnal mind, and as thought must objectify. Germs do not exist in the superconscious or the divine mind, therefore are the products of a man's vain imagination. So germs aren't even real in the subconscious. In the superconscious. Interesting. Therefore are the products of a man's vain imagination. In the twinkling of an eye, man's release will come when he realizes there is no power in evil. In the twinkling of an eye, man's release comes when he realizes there is no power in evil. The material world will fade away, and the fourth dimensional world, the world of the wondrous, will swing into manifestation. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. Oh, that was the end of that chapter. Okay, let me start the next chapter. The next chapter is called Love. I'm going to read one page of this, and then we'll go on back to the chat, okay? Every man on this planet is taking his initiation in love. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another. Auspinski, I have no idea who that is. Auspinski states in the Tertium Organum that love is a cosmic phenomenon and opens to man the fourth dimensional world, the world of wondrous. Real love is selfless and free from fear. It pours itself out upon the object of its affection without demanding anything in return. It is joy in the joy of giving. Its joy is in the joy of giving. Love is God in manifestation and the strongest magnetic force in the universe. Pure, unselfish love draws to itself its own. It does not need to seek or demand. Scarcely anyone who has the faintest conception of real love. Man is selfish, tyrannical, or tyrannical, depending on how you say it, or fearful in his affections, thereby losing the thing he loves. Jealousy is the worst enemy of love, for the imagination runs riot. Seeing the loved one attracted to another, and invariably these fears objectify if they are not neutralized. For example, a woman came to me in deep distress. The woman she loved had left her for another woman. She said he never intended to marry her. Oh, okay, hold on, let me read that again. I was like, this is 1925. This is what they're talking about. Wait a minute. Let me read that again. For example, a woman came to me in deep distress. The man she loved had left her for another woman, and said he never intended to marry her. She was torn with jealousy and resentment, and said she hoped he would suffer as he had made her suffer, and added, he would leave me when I loved him. How could he leave me when I loved him so much? Good night, Paulo. I replied, you are not a loving man. You are not loving that man. You are hating him. And added, you can never receive what you have never given. Give a perfect love and you will receive a perfect love. Let me say that again. You are not loving that man. You are hating him. And added, you can never receive what you have never given. Give a perfect love and you will receive a perfect love. Perfect yourself on this man. Give him a perfect, unselfish love, demanding nothing in return. Do not criticize or condemn, and bless him wherever he is. She replied, no, I won't bless him unless I know where he is. Well, I said, that is not real love. When you send out real love will return to you, either from this man or from his equivalent. For if this man is not the divine selection, you will not want him. And as you are one with God, you are one with the love which belongs to you by divine right. Several months passed, and matters remained about the same. But she was working conscientiously with herself. I said, when are you no longer disturbed by his cruelty, he will cease to be cruel, as you are attracting it through your own emotions. Then I told her of a brotherhood in India who never said good morning to each other. They use these words like, I salute the divinity in you. They saluted the divinity in every man and in the wild animals in the jungle, and they were never harmed, for they saw only God in every living thing, and I said, salute the divinity in this man, and say, I see your divine self only. I see you as God sees you, perfect, made in his image and likeness. All right, and that is where we will stop. So we are officially in the chapter of love. Page 58 is where we stop. Hey, Omar. Hey, peanut butter. The new chapter goes well from pork. See? Every time you make this up, that's how you know we're in alignment with the universe. Because I did not know that. I forgot. I'm out of water. I gotta get some water. Okay. If you are just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 11:33 p.m. And we would love for you to double tap that screen. Help us to like this live. Help us to get to 75 likes this evening. As well as answer the poll question in the chat. Do you talk negatively about your exes? We just finished reading The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel, in which we were on the chapter about love and being mindful of what you say projects onto yourself. So if you talk negatively about yourself, if you talk negatively about them, then it will come back to you. If you want something from somebody else, you have to be willing to give it of yourself. Okay? Hey, Patrick. Hey, Don G. Who was us? What, the chat? Hey, Nag. Hey, Nature Sports. Hey, Omar. Hey, Edward. My lips. Hello, Poo Money. But what is talking about? You just remember what you're doing to somebody else, it can be done to you. So if they say, well, what if somebody says that the same thing about you? It's like, well, it's the truth though. As long as you don't dish it if you can't take it. Plus, I'm always mindful of, and I've said this in a previous video, I'm always mindful of how you talk about your exes, because if you can talk badly about your exes, then guess what? You can talk badly about me. You can talk badly about others. Especially if the people that you've been close to, and now you bash them, right? But then you want a relationship with somebody else. Those are red flags to me. Those are definitely red flags. Because if you can talk about them, you can definitely talk about the next one. And the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And there'll probably be next ones, and next ones, and next ones. Because the thing is, if you can talk about them, that means you're forgetting about the fact that there was two of y'all in the relationship. And are you thinking about the part that you contributed to? If it's always the other person, then what part did you play? And because we are in our own reality, the reality we are in is what we see through our eyes, through our perspective. And anytime you keep going through the same situation, you keep having the same type of exes, you keep dating the same type of people, and you keep having the same problems, it's no longer the people. It's no longer the people. Those are tests that you have failed, and you keep having to repeat them again and again and again and again. So it is not the person. It is you, right? Like when you point your finger to somebody else, there are 3 fingers pointing back at you. So anytime and every time that you reflect back on what happened in the relationship or lack thereof, you gotta take accountability for yourself too. Think about it. That's why we are in Self-Love September series. That is the work. This is the stuff that most people just don't want to do because it's hard. It's harder to do. It's harder to reflect back. But if you are honest with yourself, you know that there was probably something that you could have done better in that relationship, right? Like, tell me one thing in the chat. Like, what is there one thing in the last relationship you could have done better? Let's not say about them, right? Let's talk about ourselves for a second. I could have what? I could have said up front, like, hey, I require a lot of conversation, right? Like, I like conversation. I'm a Gemini. I like to talk. I like to talk every day. Not for hours, because I'm going to get annoyed with you. I'm going to get... I don't do all that. But, you know, I like talking every day. Either like text or call or something. I like something every day. But if you're not the type, then right, that would be a nice thing to say up front. Hey, this is the kind of thing that I like. Can you do that or no? Anybody? Yeah. Okay, I could have not let her anger me. Whatever. There you go, King. Right? Because you already know what your triggers are, right? So we talk about triggers quite often in the chat. Thank you for saying that, King. We know what our triggers are. And so I like to say, if you put a mine down and somebody steps on the mine and you blow up, they didn't know you put that there. They had never even known that you had that there. And so that means you're triggered. So why are you triggered? What caused for you to blow up and react that way, right? Some of the things, it's like we have to go back to some of the things we learned in childhood. Never took account. Oh, that's good, Anonymous. Thank you for saying that. I was like, Hey, Rudy. Hey, Brian. You have to worry about stuff. What are you worrying about? How you focus on stuff, right? Hey, Pooh. Why am I black? Because I went through the line and I asked for it. Like, in the soul line, it was like, hey, when you come into the next life, like, what you want to be? And I was like, and I did this before. And he was like, you want the easy level or you want like the harder level? And I'm like, give me the harder level. I'm gonna take the harder level. You said, so what if he molested you? There are many ways I could take this. Have you been to therapy? Your story is part of your testimony. And so the stories that we have and the way that things have happened to us are part of who we are and what comes out on the other side of this. So I would write and I would journal and I would see what comes out on the other side of this. Okay? Hey, Rudy. Hey, Pooh. Hey, Lord. Hello from Japan. How are you? Hey, William. That's good. That's good, Willie. What you went through after you heal and help other people. Hey, Omar. Hey, Second Chance. I hope you realize after the storm is over, you always... that's so good, King. That is so good. Hey, honey. Is that for me? It's freezing, right?
Well, I saw you this morning. I was like, oh, she's cold. Yeah,
Thank you, honey. Okay. Thank you, Rudy. I don't have eggs. Peanut butter. That's a beautiful place to be. Because you're very new. But here's the thing. You still have to have the experience. You haven't had X yet. Which is good. Enjoy your life. Don't worry. You'll probably get a couple. And if you don't have one, then that's cool too. If you meet one you like and y'all click and y'all gel together, that's beautiful. Some of us, it take a little while. I will say that. I will say that. For me, I wish I had knew astrology earlier, so I would understand like the signs and stuff like that. Cause I didn't learn that in church and religion and stuff. I think that would have been a better foretelling of some of the things that happen in your future, right? Like if you are brand new to us and you're just joining, I want you to double tap that screen, like the live. Help us to get to 6,000 subscribers also by subscribing. And then also answer the chat. Do you talk negatively about your ex? Okay, let me get back. If you are not into zodiac signs, the sign on either side of you, they may be cool to be friends with, not the best to date, okay? Let me just say that on either side of you, right? So if you are born in June, then would not date anybody in July that's born in July, right? I'm a Gemini, would not date a Cancer. If you are a Cancer, would not date a Leo, because Leo's the sign right after you. If you're a Leo, would not date a Virgo. A Virgo's right after you, like so on and so forth. Like whatever sign, zodiac sign is on the either sides of you. because you are so opposite in your way of thinking. So, but these are things like I didn't know about these things, so I wish I knew them sooner. But we live and we learn. I'm spiritual, not Christian. Anonymous. I spent a lot of time in church. I grew up in church, and what I learned was that I heard God better once I left the church, and I had a completely different, eye-opening experience. And so I don't tell people to not. We have these conversations quite often in here. I just felt like, from my experience, something felt off to me. And once I stepped away from it, I was able to hear God in a completely different way. And He teaches me a lot differently now. And the more that I do these things and I do the work, and I'm very honest and open and authentic in my delivery about the things that I've experienced in church and leaving church and coming into spirituality, I noticed that a lot of people who are agnostic and people who are atheists, a lot of them had my similar background. And so they've gone the extreme side of things. But I also feel like people who have moved more spiritual have also had the experience as well. And so I think a lot of times we are quick to judge others instead of looking back at the history and kind of figure out how they got to where they are. So for me, I'm more spiritual, and I do follow Christ consciousness. If you ever heard of it, or if you have not heard of it, I would look it up. Christ consciousness is very interesting. And I did read and listen to a lady who talked about how she channeled Mary Magdalene earlier today, and it was quite powerful. Okay? Quite powerful. It was beautiful, actually. So we know that the work that we are doing works because I continue to have these conversations. People continue to show up. And then we also know that once these teachings have been spoken and you've landed on this live stream or another one like this, it starts to open your eyes to different things. It's almost like you've been activated, like the clock has started. And so now you will start to see things in a different way. And I don't know if any of you have been on my live stream hey Misfit, if any of you have been on my live stream for at least maybe 3 weeks to a month or so, let me know if you have started to see different things in your day-to-day that lets you know that maybe she has some truth to her. That maybe I'm saying some things that you notice now that you didn't notice before. That's good, Willie. Hi, Ryan. But the herb has a concession. I agree, Jay. I think they align correctly. I just think certain signs are so drastic in their differences. They could be great friends, but not necessarily daters. That's what I mean. Like, for instance, I'm an air sign, right? If somebody's a fire sign and somebody else is a water sign, the water's always going to cancel out fire, right? So somebody's going to always be heated and somebody else is going to just put it out, right? So you can see the differences in it. Now, you may be different, right? Like, they're like air signs sometimes pair well together. Fire signs pair well together. Water signs, because they're more kind of like you on that level. But it's always interesting. It's always very interesting. I'm always fascinated by zodiac signs. Hey, Smiling. Hello, Jaru. Hey, Anne. Yes, you can have some popcorn. Hello, Hussein. Yes, the popcorn is very good. So is that a yes, Robert? Have you noticed anything? You've noticed it in your day to day? God said, okay, John. Hey, James. Hey, Delk. 100% Eastern chocolate. I Jock, I've read the Bible. You know what's interesting? Every time I read it, you know how like you used to read when you were younger, you would fall asleep. I used to think that it was just you know, maybe it's ain't got no pictures in it. But the more I do this work, the more I realize that everything we say is a spell. And so the things that you read and things you recite are spells. When you say, I'm tired, I'm sick, I'm this, I'm that, your body records those things. And so as I would read the Bible, certain things would start to happen. And so I don't know if you've ever seen somebody who's ever read, like, these are some things I've observed. When people start to read, like, the Bible, the full Bible in a year, I start to look at the way that their life is going, and it seems to get very chaotic. And then when they stop reading, it just goes smoothly. And then when they start reading again, it gets very chaotic. So I always just say, be mindful of your energy. Be mindful of how you're feeling when you read the Bible. If it speaks life into you and you're growing and you are feeling some great strides, then great. Continue to do it. Keep doing it. But if you start to feel like your life is like slowly like disintegrating and you can't seem to get a grip, and it seems like every chaotic thing that's happening in the Bible starts to be a chaotic thing in your life, I just think you should just look into that, right? Just be mindful of your energy. And like, if they're talking about war in the Bible that you're reading and now you have war in your house, I'd be like, I think they are the same, because you are manifesting all the time, whether good or bad, right? We're always manifesting. So just be mindful of that. Hey, Randy. Hey, Steven. You go to Retriever. Gurjeet. Hey, Aim. The great work never ends. You got it, Misfit. Popcorn, bon appetit. You are so beautiful. Thank you, Sylvanus. Hey, Ryan. Hot take: zodiac signs are a different way to have pre-assumptions about how people are. If that's how you feel, they say that, you know what? They say about Geminis all the time. I promise you, the most hated sign got to be Gemini. The way they talk about us. And so, it's like Gemini two-faced. Okay. Speaking of which, by the way, I'm glad y'all are here. Y'all be the first to know. My content is about to change. My content is about to change. Hey, Pat to Profits. You should be my. I believe everybody has the free will. And then free will. Once you become awakened and see things from a higher perspective, So, Willie, there are parts of the Bible that were voted out during the Constantine era. And so, if you look into that, there's a lot of parts that are missed. And I think that's what causes that disconnect. But the parts that were left out on purpose. So that is a completely different story. So I don't know how far you've done your digging. I think it's interesting when people read the Bible and they just stop there. They never thought about the version of the Bible that came before King James or before that, right? So the 1700s, the 1600s Bible, right? And yes, it has Old English because I have a copy of it. It's Old English. It's still there though, right? And people go off of what they know. And they don't look into anything after that, right? They didn't look into paganism and different pagan holidays and all that stuff. Some of that stuff just is a little off. And so when you start to do your digging, do your research, and it's also, sometimes you can't always look in the American stuff because some stuff we like to hide. So you definitely need to do some digging. But if you ask God to reveal something to you and show you the truth, He'll do it. Oh, He will do it. Which I don't think all the Bible is true in a literal way. But it's amazing things. And for everyone. I agree. There's always something in it. Like, I think I was listening to, I am in a Faith and Finances 30-day challenge for the whole month of September. I'm doing a no food from sun up to sundown, okay? And then every day we have like an audio that we listen to. And so in everything that I do now, I'm very mindful of my awareness and my energy and how I feel it affected me. So as she's reading, she's taking Bible scriptures. And so as she's reading the Bible scripture, the audio comes out every time she reads the Bible scripture. Now, normally I'd be like, what's wrong with her audio? But now, in the awareness that I have now, I know there's a reason why I didn't need to know what that scripture was, because that scripture was not for me. If I'm on the phone with somebody and I'm starting to say something negative and then the phone cuts out and then they come back and they say, what'd you say? I said, oh, never mind, because I know I wasn't supposed to say that. If I'm in the bathroom and I'm thinking about something and it's probably negative or wrong and the light flickers, I'm like, oh, I need you to change your thoughts. I think the universe and God guides us in all areas, but we have to be open to it and we have to hear it. If we're not open to it and we hear it, we ignore those things and we miss those things. So that's all I'm saying. Okay, right now. Now, Misfit, no, we don't do politics in here. No politics in here. So, if, in fact, here's the thing. If, in fact, you do something that that's not in alignment with what you came here to do, i.e., somebody take somebody's life or something, and then your karmic debt has to be paid in the next lifetime. So when you see somebody, and this, I just listened to this today. If you see somebody with an ailment, or maybe a lost limb or lost something, chances are that is a karmic debt that they didn't pay in the last lifetime. Like, let's say the thing he talked about, Charlie. So whoever did that, so in the next lifetime, when you see them and they're missing a leg or they're missing an arm or something, that's possibly that debt having to be repaid. But do you notice the people with those ailments now are some of the happiest people? They be like, it's okay. They just be wanting to know how to do the things that they can do, and they just work harder at it. But they don't ever feel bad about their disability. Very interesting. Because they got it carried over from the past lifetime. Hey, Jim Brown. How are you? Hello, Nan. Hey, Ron. Hey, Krishna. Hey, Jerome. I'm eating popcorn. If you are just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. Current time is 12:01 a.m. Oh, midnight. We would love for you to like and subscribe. Also, double tap that screen. Help us to get to 71 likes this evening. And let us know where you're tuning in from. I promise we do not bite, so don't be shy. Back to phone. Hey, Urban. Urban says he 100% talks bad about his exes. Okay. And so, just remember that karma comes back. And how is your health, Urban? Hey, Hunter. Ethiopia. And was it Ethiopia? That's still on the regular timeline? Was it Ethiopia? So they're actually in 2017 where everybody else is in 2025? There's so much stuff. Like, in one of my memberships, I will address some of the things that has come to fruition or come to light. It's so powerful. It's just so deep. It's popcorn, not kettle corn though. Double tap that screen. Help us to like the live. Help us get to 75 likes this evening. And let us know in the chat, do you talk negatively about your ex? Because that says a lot about who you are and what kind of relationships you're gonna have in the future. Because if you're talking bad about the ex, that means you're not taking accountability for yourself. And so you can't move forward unless you know what you have done wrong. Otherwise, you're going to be triggered and you're going to repeat the process over and over and over again. And you'll have so many exes and wondering why they never worked out when the real problem is probably you. Hey, Whiskey. Hey, Alex. Eunice. Alien. Money Kandan. How is it? It should be. You got it. 213 facts. Hey, John. Hey, Krishna. Hey, John. Hey, Ron. I am single. Hey, Nod. I'm good, Jim. How you been? Ron, I am 39. We missed you, Jim Brown. So, Misfit, I can see you're taking sides. Just remember, this is a pendulum swing. So when you're on side, it's best to stay neutral. You are will be easily triggered. And when you're easily triggered, remember we talked about this, right? Guess what's coming up next? A solar eclipse, because we just had the lunar eclipse. Now about that with solar one. We just had the full moon not too long ago. When emotions are high, intelligence is low. I'm sorry. Hey, Ron. Hey, Diamond. It is, I guess, 12:06 a.m. over here. If you're just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 12:06. Let us know where you're tuning in from. I promise we don't bite, so don't be shy. And also, we would love for you to double tap that screen. Help us get to 75 likes this evening. Double tap, double tap, double tap. And help us get to 6,000 subscribers. We need about 348 to go. Woo woo. Hey, Kadnando. Hey, Corey. Jerome. Good night, Miss Fat. Hey, Corey. Love you. Hello, Rogerio. I am in America. I've had a crush for 5 years. I added her on Snap and told her I remembered her from our last job. She remembered me too. I've had added her on Snap 3 years ago already. No communication. You added her on Snap. Did you tell her you liked her? If you had a crush for 5 years, she has no idea. Oh my gosh. Let's talk about this for a second. Because the way y'all be having crushes on people who don't even know y'all exist is astounding to me. Because, let me say this. From a female perspective, once you're in the friend zone, it is really hard to come out there. We have to be energetically on the same page for us to get into a place that we see you like that. I'm saying. But make sure that when you go to her, just talk to her. Ask her. Master, so yeah. Exes were lessons about me. There you go, Willie. Every ex should be a self-reflection for you. Even the really traumatic ones. Because I had one that was very traumatic. And then I realized it was on me. Because I had no boundaries. And I put my foot down. I was like, sure, you can do anything you want. No. The more a woman has boundaries, the better off she'll be. If you keep having relationships where you keep getting the avoidant man, people keep leaving, people keep ghosting, people keep stop talking to you, you're having the same thing over and over again, same exact thing, different partner, it's you. is what you're giving off. Hold firm into what it is that you want. Stop liking everything they like. Have your own things. Have your own priorities. Have your own goals. Hey, Adam. Yeah, okay. Because if you have not worked on yourself, history will repeat itself. It will repeat itself. And then you'll be real and right back up where you left. Oh, somebody knows. Right? Like if you like, let's say you're a bad boy and you like a good girl. Why? Most of the times when you like the opposite of who you are, that means there are parts of you that you wish you were in that person. Like if you're a bad boy and you're dating a good girl, you wish that you were better. Right? And instead, just be better. If you're dating somebody and you're really, really nervous, that means your nervous system is anxious. So there are parts of you that feel unhealed. And you maybe feel like you're too good to be with that person. That's why you're anxious. Maybe that's not your person, because when you care about somebody, you love them, it should make you nervous. Hey, Dane. Hey, Ron. Hey, Appa. This is just regular, Corey, regular popcorn. I'm 39, Michael. Hello, Marachu. Let's see how far I'm down this strap. I'm with you, Corey. Ask her straight up. Ask her if she likes to get something to eat. Or, I'm not sure how old you are. I'm, Master Modern. Sound like it's good. It's crunchy, ain't it, Anonymous? Hey, James from Malaysia. Hey, Jay. Look at that return. Thank you, Michael. What's the last vivid dream I've had? So, Dawn, last vivid dream I had was when I was in like a penthouse or something, and it was rain. It was like some kind of like storm was coming, and I remember going around and checking all. Now I don't even have a penthouse, but I was living in a penthouse, and I was like checking all the windows and doors and stuff. And I remember my dog. Now my dog died a year and a half ago, but I remember him pulling and biting on my leg, and I was like, "What is you doing?" And he was like trying to keep me from going to the door, and I was like, "Calm down." I was like, "I'm just checking the doors." So I had one of those doors where, you know how like when you go to like a school or an event place where they have the metal bar, like if you go to like a movie theater and you had to push the bar to get out. Somewhere or another had one of those at my penthouse. And so I pushed it to make sure. I wasn't sure if it was locked or not. So I pushed it open and I couldn't pull it back. And I was able to pull it back, and then the glass broke, I guess from the hurricane or whatever, and then I woke up. That's the last one. Hey, Adam. Hello, Louise. Hello, Simone. Aaron. John. Yes, I do. I do date everybody. It really depends on who makes my nervous system relax. Because you can date multiple people and your nervous system cannot be relaxed. Like, you can be with somebody who's like, oh my gosh, he's so handsome, right? And then you're just nervous and anxious. But I've noticed that that usually should go. If it doesn't go away, then that's not your person. That's not your person. And then how do you feel with that person around other people, right? That too. Yes, Terry, I'm eating popcorn. Name a car for an edit G-Wagon. They don't see you in a romantic way. They're not supposed to. And it's a lesson for you. Right? Because there have been some people who have done that rather recently. And I was like, huh? You said something now? Yeah, but I always been. Nah, bro. Don't do that. I mean, sometimes it's okay, but... Because then here's the thing. If you have a crush on somebody and you don't tell them for a long, long time, and you tell them, it's interesting. I don't think it's what happens. It's what happens. Hey, Junior. Hey, Jerome. Hey, Garvin. Hey, KPDH. Where you been? Asmar. Hey, Derek. Hey, Bandamev. BRP. Abdullah. Asmar. Abdullah J. Fine as wine. Jerome. Thank you, boo boo. Hey, Smith. I'm neutral, Bobby. Hello, Little Reaper. I'm not sleepy. Hey, Jay. Hey, Gregory. You can have some too, Moon. Don't forget to double tap that screen. Help us like the live. Double tap, double tap, double tap. Help us to like the live. And also to get to 75 likes tonight. And answer the chat. Answer the poll question. Do you talk negatively about your ex? Hello, Althea. We have snacking chats every night. So currently my snack right now is popcorn. What we've done, the goal is to get sponsored and have sponsored snacks every night. We're working up to it. We're speaking it into existence. That's what we do over here. Hey, Jay. Hey, Kosa. Hey, Lucy. One kernel at a time. Kosa. Hey, Swaggy. Jeremy eating popcorn. Hey, Robert. Yes, Jeremy Popcorn. Hey, Robert Miller. We don't want no gluttonous, materialistic women, no way. Rufus Young, you sound triggered. Because that immediately tells me you are in your victim mentality. And that tells me you need a lot more healing. When you said gluttonous, materialistic woman, chances are you probably, the thing that you're frustrated about her, is probably because the things that you're saying that she wants from you, you didn't have anyway. Right? And then we also talk about dating somebody in your price range. 'Cause, you know, a lot of people, they say, oh, I want somebody in my price range. But then they don't have anything. 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 They don't have if you looked at her social media profiles and you looked at her her travel, if she's traveling, she's going all over the world. If she's taking herself out to dinner, taking herself out to eat, and she's always with her girls, that means she has the means and she has the money. If you do not have the means and you do not have the money, you should not step to her. You should look at her profile and be able to gauge whether or not you can be able to fit into her lifestyle. And if you are fitting into her lifestyle, are you able to compliment her in ways that she can't compliment herself? If you think it's just sexual, you would have lost. So you have to come correct. Hey, little Reaper. Hey, you dumb. What did you go? I mean, hey, drastic. I figured. Robert, I am still in Florida. Eric, it's so good. Eric, tell me I need to slow down. I know. I think these are really like the once you pop, you just can't stop. Don't that make more sense for popcorn? Once you pop, you just can't stop. How did Pringles become once you pop, you can't stop? Isn't that Pringles? Don't it make sense for popcorn though? Once you pop, you just can't. Or am I wrong? Isn't it? Is it me, Robert? I'm serious. I'm making a mess. Let's see. I'm talking with your mouth full. I mean, the topic is, do you talk negatively about your exes? Go, Robert. What did he say? You said, nah, that way. What do you mean, Eric? The topic is, do you talk negatively about your exes? She is a 2000. How many popcorn is you ate? How many times you ate popcorn? Chloe, listen. Y'all should know my favorite. Look, tomorrow, when Friday? Oh, Friday's game night. Friday, I feel like Friday night's going to be on. Everybody come to Friday night because Friday's going to be fun. We do game nights every Friday. If you are just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. The current time is 12:23 a.m. We would love for you to double tap that screen. Help us to get to 75 likes this evening. Please and thank you. And also answer our poll question. Do you talk negatively about your ex? Let us know in the chat. And as always, we would love for you to subscribe. Let us know who you are in the chat. I promise we do not bite, so don't be shy. And just jump in on the conversation. There's a 3D way of looking at things in a higher way. Okay, Lily. I'm always team positive. Always. I didn't have popcorn on. You want to get you some popcorn then? I will say that if you ever make your own kernels and do the coconut oil, and then when it starts to put it on like medium-high heat, and when it starts to pop, take it off the eye and just hold it over the eye so it'll continue to pop and not burn. And then when it comes out, I want you to like put it with some sea salt. It was so good. It's so good. At some point, I'm gonna start buying the regular ones with the. It's so good. Hey, Junebug. Hey, Nate. I'm trying. Not really. I'm talking about exes. You have to think about it if I can help it. That's good, guys. I try to look at the relationship of my own lessons improved. That's it. That's it. That's really just it. What about older or younger? What do you mean out there? Complete sentences, please. Older, younger, what? Hey, Jane. Hey, Lou. Big Lou from Brighton Park. Hey, Big Lou. So Chloe, we play all kinds of games. So we play a lot of like word games here, and then we play riddles. We played charades one time, but that's a lot of work on myself. I'm be trying to do all that, but we have fun. I really want to do some clairvoyant games with y'all, but I'm not that in tune. And if you are on a membership, I'll tell you Friday. If you are on our membership, I'm going to do a members only chat sometime next week. I'll tell you about it, or maybe on the weekend. I'll tell you about it on Friday, what day it's going to be. So just stay tuned for that. Okay? But you have to be on the membership. I think let me see what membership though. We do have memberships available if you want to join the membership. And we have merchandise. If you did not do your merchandise tonight, I forgot. I forgot. Okay. Hello, Snake Eyes. Hey, Eric. Hey, Chris. Friday night. Yes, Friday night we do game night. You said, how do I put sea salt on? So, like, when they first... So, if you're doing the fresh ones, when you put the kernels in, make sure you have a pot that's see-through at the top, because you need to put a top on it, because you know it's popping all the time, so you don't want it to pop out at you. So make sure you have a clear top so you can see how, you know, like when it's about finished. And then when you take them off, make sure you mix them around in the coconut oil, and then you can put the sea salt on it, because it'll, you know, catch it better. I put sea salt on this sometimes with my popcorn when I first open the bag and it's, you know, all the steam is still coming out. Then I can try and put a little sea salt on it. It works a little bit. You so silly. But you know how the salt checker is. I love you. Hey, Eric. You should not have bad intentions for your ex. Thank you, Ian. Right. Because here's the thing. At some point, both of you, because they are your ex, both of you needed something from each other at that time. That is the only way that y'all could have met. Energetically, y'all both had to be on the same wavelength to be able to meet at that time. So there was something you needed from them, and there's something they needed from you, which is why you two attracted each other together. So to talk bad about them is ultimately talking bad about yourself. Because you picked them. Epic. I like pistachio too. Snake Eyes been with this girl for 25 years. I love that, Snake Eyes. You got any tips for the people in the chat, Snake Eyes? You said older. You're saying you're older and they're younger? What, your exes? I guess I'm not understanding what the question is. You're saying what if they're older and you're younger? What do you mean? What, your exes? What if they're older and you're younger? However you meet energetically. Hey, Bluke. I guess Bluke has not been putting his feet in the grass, because if he's putting your feet in the grass, you will get energy. That, and you're not drinking enough water, so you're being dehydrated. Luke, I need your email. I need mine. And Jan. And Sebastian. Thank you, Jan. California. I'll be back on Friday. Okay, Althea. We generally go live around 11-ish. Eric. I don't like lids on my foods. Alright. Huh? What you mean? Hello, Jared. Zacarias, I don't dance. Very seldom. I'll shake my hips from time to time. I'm not generally a dancer. Hello. Hello, Dom. Hey, Danny. Hey, Abraham. I believe you, Jahad. Exactly. How I show up, again. I have to forget. I forget sometimes that I'm on here with y'all. I'm like, oh my gosh. Because as soon as you said, how did it go? And then I caught it after I did it the second time. I was like, you know what? You're welcome, Althea. If you are just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every night around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time, sometimes closer to 11. The current time is 12:33 a.m. Let us know who you are in the chat. I promise we do not bite, so don't be shy. Oh, we're at 75 likes. Woo woo! Yes, yes, yes. So double tap the screen and help us get to 100 likes this evening. We would greatly appreciate it. And also let us know. Answer the poll question. Do you talk negatively about your ex? And why? And why do you think that is? Because that says a lot about you in your next relationship. Because if you have not healed the triggers that caused the last relationship, time does not heal everything. And so when you go to the next relationship, those same triggers nestle up back in you because you have not learned the lesson. Everything in this life is a test. And if you have not passed, you will repeat it. That's why you do have some of the same exes. They look the same, just got a different name. They do the exact same thing in a different way. Because you have not learned the lesson. I want you to learn the lesson. Take time to heal. Take time to work through your things. Take time to journal. Take time to go to therapy, and also figure out what those triggers are so that you are not continuously on this hamster wheel doing the same exact thing, staying up, spiraling at 4 a.m., scrolling their posts, scrolling their feed, wondering why they haven't talked to you, calling them and texting them 4 and 5 times, and sending them books and text messages and wondering why they're not replying because they're sick of you. They're sick of you. Why are you doing so much? You doing too much. You're spiraling. Okay? When emotions are high, intelligence is low, like to the flow. Okay? We're not doing that this time around. We're gonna watch what we do. Okay? We're gonna think about it. If I've sent if I've sent 2 text messages, that's 2. I'm about to cuss. 2 is enough. 2 is enough unless you misspell a word. And when I said 2 text messages, I mean like the size of the text in this chat. I don't mean books, because I know us ladies, we can write a whole books. And I had a conversation with a guy when I was on a date, and he said, yeah, we don't read those. He was like, yeah, we don't read those. That's why when they respond and they say K or they say nothing, that's because they didn't waste their time. Men don't like to read like that, and they're not trying to read the book. They will sit there and let you say all that stuff in person, and they'll probably tune you out anyway, but they're not going to read the book. So you don't even have to spend the time writing, okay? You're welcome. You're welcome. And if the guys, if I'm saying something that makes sense to you, put a 2 in the chat. So be like, yes, that's how we are. Yes. We don't read them. Let them know. MFC, is that what I found in your life right now? Hey Juan, the vote in your chat lied. Why did it lie? Church girl throwing that thing back. Okay, Francis. It be the church girls, right? Popcorn and I used to be real tight. Best friend, best relationship ever. Till her kernel cracked, and then she wanted caramel. I hated butter. I'm butterman. Oh man. But have you had triple caramel cheese and butter popcorn? So good. There's a place in Atlanta called Miss D's. If you're ever in Atlanta, go to Miss D's and get the triple caramel cheese and butter. Change your life. Again, if he like what he like and he's good, let him stay. 25 years and your girlfriend is... Oh, so he said 25 years and your girlfriend is different. Listen, different strokes for different folks. Okay? Because I've experienced both sides. Like, I've seen people... I grew up in church, right? So I've seen people who have stayed together for years and years and years. I've also seen people who have married and divorced. I've also talked with first ladies. I've also talked with deaconesses, and they will say, yeah, you should wait, or you don't gotta do it. When the deacons to the deaconesses and and they say you don't gotta do it. And I've talked to several of married women. It's like, yeah, I love my husband. I wouldn't do it again, but those are signs. Those tell you that a lot of times when we marry because of the church. We marry because of the things that we learn. We marry because we think we're gonna get condemned, or we're gonna get cast out, and we're gonna go to hell if we don't. Right? These are the things that we have been taught. However, they're not necessarily true. They're not true. They want you to be scared, so you do these things. But when you realize that that's not really what you want, and you've tried it and didn't work, and then you separate and you feel so much better, then you probably wouldn't have gotten married in the first place. I mean, I'm being honest. My content's about to change because the stuff that I just cannot hold in anymore. So anyway, you would not do it. And then here's the thing. you don't know yourself well enough right now to really be in something that that's, you know, that's structure, unless you really know who you are. Living with somebody, being with somebody like that. Hello, Guillermo. Hey, Blue, K1. Oh, Blue is drinking coconut water. Did you take it out the thing? Did you put it in a glass with some ice on it? Hello, Muhammad. We love you, player. Oh, your feet hurt. Okay. Hello, Rahario. Double tap that screen. Help us to get to 100 likes this evening. If you are just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. So we've been on for a while. Let us know who you are in the chat. I promise we do not bite, so don't be shy. We talk about tons and tons and tons of things on this channel. One of the things we're talking about this evening is about, do you talk negatively about your ex? Because it does say a lot about you as well. And help us to get to 6,000 subscribers. Double tap the screen and subscribe to our channel. We are about 348 away from our goal. What's the best dipping sauce? Chicken tenders. I don't eat chicken tenders, but I am a barbecue sauce girly. Hello, Kieran. It's like a late night. You gotta be a big bat. So Kay Francis, I'm actually doing a fast from sun up to sundown. So I didn't even start eating until about 8 something p.m. So not really a big bag, actually. When I weighed myself, I was 94 pounds. So I figured like I should eat something. You should eat something, Asia. Okay. I get caught up being money. I get caught up. I will remind myself to message you. Thank you, Bluke. At the moment, I haven't been my best self lately. Did you get you a new vehicle, Bluke? Hello, Fabio. Hey, Dean. I met Dan. Made you smile. I'm glad you're smiling, honey. Good night, Gerard. You remind me of a coconut. Okay, boo. Hey, Mehmet. Hello, Sylvanus. Hey, Jay. Hey, Robin. Hey, Dan. I'm not smiling. I'm always smiling, Kay Francis. That's all she got. Hey, Daniel. Asia, so used to be together. How could I speak well when you broke up with me over how I made club sandwiches? Who are you talking about? I don't even eat meat. Try again. Dan Mino, want a taste test. Blindfolded. Not sure what that means, Dan. Why would talk about your exes that don't matter? Free agent lifestyle. So why would you want to talk about your exes? I would agree. Why even talk bad about them? What I'm saying is, in your next relationship, one of the questions should be, right? If you are actively looking to move on to the next person, after you've done some work on yourself, after you've taken time for yourself, if in fact you are dating and talking to somebody else, one of those questions, in my opinion, should be, what happened in your last relationship that you think caused the demise? Not necessarily that you bashed the other person, but what were the things that did not work out within the relationship that ultimately caused y'all's to split? That's what I'm saying. Like for me, I would say I'm really big on communication. So if I like communication, and I don't feel like I'm getting that in return, then that's gonna be something that moving forward in the next relationship, we would have to make sure that is, to me, that's a big thing for me, right? I want children. They don't want kids. That's a thing, right? Hey, how does this work then? So those are the things I'm saying. So it doesn't have to be that you have to talk negatively about them, like, well, they didn't do this and they didn't do that. There were just possibly things that y'all just couldn't come to terms with that caused y'all to be like, okay, let's go ahead and separate. It doesn't have to be that I have to know all the gory details and all the things that you didn't like about that person. And every time you have a memory about it, you're triggered, and then so you immediately go into a negative response about that person. How about we stay neutral, and you just tell me all the things that you remember that you could have done better, and then the things that ultimately were the disagreements that could not be resolved, right? So like I said, communication, and then difference in, children, no children. Maybe it could have been like, hey, they moved, you didn't want to do long distance, right? It could be something like that. Not that, so and so was so mean and so would always talk back, and not, you don't have to say all that stuff, right? You could just be like, hey, we weren't the best communicators, right? And something simple as that. Because when you start to spew that stuff out, one, it's going to come back to you, and it's not going to make you feel any better. It's going to make you feel worse, because our bodies are made of water, and so that vibration just echoes in your subconscious. So you don't want that for yourself. And then also the fact that, we're growing. Just positivity. And how you talk about your ex lets me know if in fact we break up, you're going to talk about me too. So be mindful of that. If you're talking bad about your ex, the future next person remembers those things. And so you're wondering why it's not working. It's because you were talking bad about your ex. So in return, the next one, I know you're going to talk bad about me. Hello. Look, and I don't know, if you're spewing things out in the street, then you may spew my information out in the street, right? You may be talking and airing out my the things that happened in our relationship, and I don't like that, right? Also try not to feed my man. No, that's good. If you don't dig club sandwiches. Yeah, I don't eat any meat, Gerard. Talking from personal experiences. About communication, yeah. Not wanting children, yeah. Those are personal experiences, absolutely. Hey, sweet lady, how was your day? My day was good, Jared. Thank you for asking. Just pull up to the house. Yes, Eric, just pull up to the house. Hey, Tony. Many people can write books filled with nothing. Are you writing a book, Gerard? Hey, Jack. You look full of passion and great female to be with. Thank you, Dan. Those exes was pushing that wound all the way back, huh? Who, me? No. Hey, Dan. You look crazy, too. I look crazy? I am a Gemini, so, take it how you will. Take it how you will. Who has a 3333? And nice. But Kay Francis, it's always not about that. It's not always about intimacy or lack thereof or sexual stuff. If you notice, I'm very deep. I'm more of a sapiosexual, which means I am more of intellectual, like it's mind stuff for me. I like good conversation. So it's not always about what you think it is. And then what that tells me is that's very shallow thinking, though. That you thought that it had to be that. Hello, Melodic. How are you? Hey, Mo. Black girl. Tony. Hey, Zip-a-Day. Oh, I'm not Kelly Stamps, but I like Kelly Stamps, though. Your person will read every word and think about it deeply because they want to really know you. I think people may say that, and I think they are maybe slightly intimidated. Maybe slightly. Just a little bit. Who gonna eat club sandwiches? I don't know. Hey, Sean. I agree. Sean, it's not about bringing them to the future. It's more so about what have you learned from that situation that you can for your next relationship. It's not that you do anything with that person from the past, but what lessons have you learned? Thank you. I'm from Saudi Arabia. Hello, Rosa. Hey, Ronaldo. Hey, Jared. Hello, Marcial. Is being a Cancer a bad zodiac? I didn't say it was a bad zodiac. I just said that I am a Gemini, and so for me to date a Cancer would not be in the best interest. My best friend is a Cancer, so I'm good. I got my Cancer. Hello, Damien. Relationships are for understanding, yes. And then relationships are good because they're going to test you in ways that you have not been tested before. This, in some people will trigger you, but those are parts of you that need to heal. Those are parts of you that you need to work on. So if in fact most of us have certain triggers, you gotta figure out what those are. Hey, get up and dance. Hey, Sergio. Hey, KJR or KRJR. Hello. You be gossiping about church members' business on the side. Why would you say that? I stopped going to church, so ain't nothing to gossip about. Hello, Esterwell. And gossip, we talked about that a couple weeks ago, right? Or was that last week? About gossip. Do you gossip? Because that goes back to talking about people again. That's the same thing I just said about the exes. Talking about people. Why are you bringing up people? There is so much stuff to think about and so many things to do in life than to talk about other people. Jared said exes is a two-way street. But you're both on the same street. Right? You're both on the same street. Not gonna lie. Hello, Doctor 1968. Hey, Steven. Hey, Wesley. Hey, Kelvin. Hey, Jared. Exactly. Hey, Bruno. Jared. Hey, Kenneth. Hey, JR the boss. Hello, Hidalgo. Oh my goodness, so much stuff to read in the chat. I don't know how to say that, so I'm not going to say it actually. Slub man, I'm not going to say it. That's really long. Hey, Steven. Hey, Bruno. Hey, Kenneth. Hey, Daily. Hello, Walker. Muhammad. Now, what I was saying is not make sense. No sense to slander. Right. I get you, Jared. Hey, Essen, and hey, cousin. Cousin Poppy. Greetings from Uganda. Hello, Church Africa. Even in our heart, even if we've been hurt, forgive and move on. That new relationship had nothing to do with the past. So everything in our life is a direct reflection of our inside. Our inside reflects our outside. It's just like it's just like a mirror, just, you're just seeing the reflection of it. So if in fact you keep having the same people that you're dating, the same problems over and over again, you have to change the input to get a better output. So you are having a test, and every time you are tested, you are not passing. That's why you keep having the same types of relationships. So this particular question is, do you talk negatively about your ex? Because it's really meant for you to go digging deep inside yourself to figure out what are the parts of you that you need to fix so you don't keep having these same problems. Hey, Dexter. Thank you so much, Dexter, for the jewels. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, what are you doing? What can you fix? And let me know in the chat, what have you thought about that you in the last relationship that you can do better for the next one? Because I do think that we are better together, right? But there's so much back and forth right now between masculine and feminine, men and women, and this side's bashing this side and this side's bashing this side, and it's just so heavy. It's just so heavy. Now, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that you're not aware of that also cause that energy shifts. And, yeah. Now, I will talk about some of this in the membership. If you ever join any of our memberships, we'll go a little deeper into some of these topics. And I will be doing a membership-only chat in the very near future. So if you are on either the bronze or the silver membership, you will be in on that chat, okay? And I'll let you know about that a little bit later on in the week when that's going to be, okay? The membership, we have a $4.99 membership and a $7.99 membership, okay? And right now the membership is, we only have a few people in the membership. So if you do join the membership, you'll most likely have my ear, because we only have about 10, 15 people in the membership right now, okay? Hey, Jay. How are you? When you leave a person, it's for a reason. That reason is no one's business but the two of you who are in the relationship. There's no reason to talk about those problems to other people. JR, I'm not saying that you talk about it and you talk about them. I'm saying from, like, if I am going into a new relationship and I say, hey, why did the last one not work out? I would like to know what your response is. If you in fact say, hey, well, she wanted children and I didn't want children, I can vibe with that. But to know nothing, that also lets me know that maybe there's a lack of communication there. That's what I'm saying from my perspective. I am a big communicator. I like the conversation. If I feel like we're not going to be able to communicate and talk back and forth, that to me is something that I'm already going to be like, okay, I can see this potentially is like not going to work, right? Because I need that communication. And we're getting older now. We're not doing the same thing we've been doing back in the day, where we just we're just gonna go with the flow. We're gonna do this and that. No, I need. We gotta talk, because I'm not doing the same things that I used to do. I'm no longer that person, right? I don't mind. I don't like. I used to not like having hard conversation, difficult conversation. Now I'm like, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see how this works, right? I don't want to have to fight you. I don't want to have to be sad. I don't want to have to be upset. I don't want to have to have the conversation. What is he thinking? You know what I mean? I don't want that. I want you to say what you mean. And I'm not necessarily the best at communicating. So I'm definitely going to want you to have the back and forth communication, because it helps me be a better communicator by doing the things, when we talk about you have to fail to succeed in order for me to become a better communicator. If I don't feel like I'm a good communicator, I got to have more communication. I got to communicate more. I got to talk more. The reason why I do these live streams is because I need to be a better communicator. I may say something, and then when you respond, and I'm like, well, that's not what I meant. But that's what you said, right? And so the way that I said it, I have like, okay, how did I say it? If I said it wrong, or I said it in a way that you interpreted differently, then I gotta check the way that I communicated that. Was it my body language? Was it the actual words that I said? Was it my tone of voice? Was it the delivery that I gave it in? Was I not cheerful enough when I said it? Did I say it in a text message? Did it come off very harsh? Did it come off very cold? Those kinds of things. Very rich. What if a person never had a relationship? Sean, that's okay. That's okay. I'm glad you're here, Sean, because if you've never had a relationship, you're here to learn from everybody else in this chat, so that when you get in a relationship, you know what not to do, right? Some of these things you'll forget, but some of these things, like if somebody does something in the relationship and you immediately get upset or you immediately get frustrated, you can take a step back and say, hey, why did I feel like that, right? If you see her talking to another guy and you feel some type of way, you're like, wow, what is that? Is that jealousy? I need to check my jealousy, because it could be that she's very attractive and you think that something is going to happen when in fact nothing probably will happen, but the mere fact that you thought of it made you feel some type of way, right? So you just gotta be mindful of that. It's right there. I found a suitor young man. It's here beautifully. Thank you, Jared. Yeah, I mean we're talking to people, and I just think it just takes time. It takes time. And where I am now in my awareness, Jay always says that. Jay is always like, life coach, life coach. I'm like, no, Jay, I'm not a life coach. I'm not. But where I'm at right now in my awareness, I realize that there is so much stuff to be learned, right? There's so much to learn. And every time I get on these conversations with you all and I chat with you, I feel like I'm on like little mini dates. And so I enjoy this because it allows me to have these conversations, get this stuff out of me. So that way, when I do have the physical one-on-one conversations with the next person, I'm able to articulate myself in a way that feels good to me. Now, it may be overwhelming to them because I've done all this work, and so they may not be able to reciprocate in the way that I do. But yeah, here we are. Here we are. And you will learn that a lot of people are not good communicators. A lot of people have past traumas and they have not dealt with them. They have not figured out what causes that. And they just run, or they go back into their shell, right? There are so many people dealing with so many different things. And so that is why I do this work. That is why we are on here to talk through our stuff, to work through our stuff, so we don't keep repeating those same bad cycles, those same loops, Thank you, Kenneth. Andy, I feel great every time. Oh, Andy. The mind works, the body. But okay, hey, Azu. Hey, BK. Hey, Awu. Thank you for getting us to 100 likes. Yay. Okay. Hello, Murad. Good for you. And I have 2 beautiful thighs. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, Murad. Hello, gaming. Hey, Black Cat. What is your conversation about most of the time? Not trying to hit on you for real. So most of our conversation here is about spirituality and then also about astrology and relationships. Because I think I'd like to we talk about relationships because we're at that age. If you are brand new to me, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. We would love for you to like and subscribe, double tap that screen and help us to get to 6,000 subscribers. And also let us know, do you talk negatively about your ex? Wow, we have 327 people who have voted on this question. That's a lot of people. Okay, wow, I'm really surprised. I'm happy and surprised. Okay, do you talk negatively about your ex? Out of 327 votes, we have 33% say yes, 47% say no. That's good. Okay, so that's almost half that says no. 14% say sometimes, and then 5% said not trying to as much now. Okay, cool. Elijah. Okay. Elijah, whatever you believe, honey, okay? Hey, BK, how are you? Hey, Jay. Hey, Wafreed. Hey, Rampage. Hey, Jay. Hey, Bhutan. Bhutan. So it's spelled Aysia, but you're close. Is it dumb? Oh, let's see here. Hello, Bhutan. Hey, David. Hey, Peter. Abraham. BK. Abraham. Garth. Oh, good night, Garth. Garth, where have you been? Garth must have just been listening because I didn't even see Garth in a minute. Hello, Abraham. Hello, Anu. Hey, Ready Gary. How much cotton? Huh? Oh, wow. No, we're not doing that. Okay, I mean, how was my day? My day was good, I mean. Hey, Ricky. Hey, Robert. Hello, Ibrahim. Thank you, Ready. We're not picking any cotton, okay? Hey, Peter. Hey, Kenneth. Okay, talking about your ex in your relationship. Talking about your ex in your new relationship. I understand your point, though, but don't think. Oh, wait. But don't you think it's best to keep all of those stuffs to yourself than discuss it in your new relationship? If you keep it to yourself, what did you fix, Kenneth? If you keep it to yourself, what did you fix? Did you do the work? A lot of times the work we think we did, we didn't do. You just thought time healed everything. Just because you hadn't been in a relationship in 6, 7, 8 months. But, oh, well, cool, I'm done. I'm healed. I worked on that stuff. Those same triggers come back. Those exact same triggers come back again. Hey, Hing. Hey, Carlos. Hey, Luis. Most of us really never heal from our past relationships. And discussing in your current relationship might trigger some emotional breakdown that could take you back. If in fact it takes you back, then you probably did not heal the first time, right? So maybe you don't need to be in a relationship until you've worked on the things. But the only way, here's the thing, the only way to get through something is to get through it. You can't run away. You can't hide your space on to do it. The only way to do it is to be in the relationship and go through the thing. I was watching one of the dating coaches that I follow, and he talked about how he had some really anxious attachment styles. And he said for years, him and his partner, he said for years, he had really bad abandonment issues. I guess he had some trauma from like his childhood trauma. I think maybe his father did something or wasn't there in his life. And so he said for like the first 7 years of his marriage, his partner would have to say, "Hey, I know it's only been like 6 o'clock. I know it's 6 o'clock, but I'm stuck in traffic or something, right?" Like, because he would be thinking that they would be home by now. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. You have to have that kind of partner to be like, "Hey, I'll go to bat with you," right? Like, I know that you have these abandonment issues and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the precaution and ease your mind and ease your anxiety and let you know I'm on the way. I'm just running a little late. Right? So he said now he's at the point, he's like, I don't really need that anymore, but my partner still gives that to me. That's what I'm saying. When you have those conversations with each other, you can work through these things, right? Because if I, in fact, know, hey, you are anxious and I'm avoidant, and when you get anxious, you start to be very aggressive and very needy, and I'm avoidant and I'm going to run the other way, we're going to have issues. So let me tell you now, hey, I need some space. And when I say space, I mean give me a day, give me 2 days, don't give me 3, but you can give me 1 or 2, right? And if you've had those conversations with each other, it's like, okay, they said they need space. Okay, let me give them a day or 2. Instead of sending books and text messages and calling them 5 and 6 times. And that's stressing them out, right? Knowing who your partner is so that when you go and move on to the next person, that you are not having those same problems in the next relationship. Like, hey, what kind of style pattern are you? Do you get, you know what I mean? Just let me know so that I know what I'm walking into. So let me know if this is going to be something that we can do or not. That's all I'm saying. I don't think it's not as hard as we make it to be, right? Because me and you could be on the exact same page. I could really like you. You could really like me. But the communication is trash. And then that's how relationships fizzle out. Because I'm not good and you're not good. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You need 20. Hey, Johnny. Mike is worse communicator times. I do not speak Spanish yet, David. I do need to take some classes, but I probably will take French first, actually. I definitely want to go to France now. And I took 4 years of French, so I definitely need to go to France. Relationships are stupid? What do you... Oh, you've been triggered. I can tell, David. I can tell. But that's a maybe for another night. We won't get into that tonight. But when somebody said relationships are stupid, I know that means that you are hurt in the past, and so that's what's causing you to say those things, but you really want another one. Hello, McLeod. You can say something, Kai. Hello, Opulent. How are you? I'm doing good. Kai, I need a girlfriend, but here in South Korea, all the girls look the same. Nothing new. Kai, you were calling in. You have to call in the one that you want. And then maybe you need to look a little different. You look a little different in your own look, and then you're calling somebody else who looks more like what you want them to look like. Because do you look like everybody else? Hello, Scabra. Hey, Priya. About 5 more minutes and we're going to call it, okay? It's getting late. Hello, Bronx. Hey, Aladdin. Hey, Jay. Hey, Achier. Hey, Pierce. Skinny girl. I am petite. Oh, excuse me. Talia, I'm a terrible communicator. but been doing better. Been learning a lot, enjoying your life. Oh, thank you for saying that, Talia. Yeah. And I wasn't great at it either. And then I go back and think about all of my, and I call them like situationships, probably not even like relationships really, because I didn't communicate. Like, I don't even think I ever was like, hey, I want to be a girlfriend. I want to be this or that. I just was like, we just go with the flow. Nope. Like, if he likes something, okay, cool. That's fine. It's like, where do you want to go? I mean, wherever you want to go, right? And women, we're not really good at making up our mind anyway. But if he can, and here's something now, it's like, hey, if you take that off my plate, that's good, right? Don't ask me where I want to eat. You decide. And then from there we'll make a decision, right? But if you leave all the questions to me and put all the balls in my court, they're gonna stay in the court. And I can just play my own ball. I'll just shoot my own basket. Don't put all the balls in my court. Right? That's one thing that I will say to the men in the chat is if in fact you are trying to court somebody, you pick the date, you decide, because that lets me know how creative you're going to be. That lets me know what my future is going to potentially look like by you planning these dates, right? This is what you do for fun. Okay, do I like these kind of things that you chose for your fun? And then maybe I plan the next one. Or if you planned a good one, then maybe, and I liked it, then you plan the next one. It's like, okay, I can kind of vibe with this. I can kind of roll with this. But when you say, oh, it's whatever you want to do, it's whatever you want to do, I can already say that I can see where this is going to go, because all of the decisions are now being put on me, which means as we get further and further into the relationship, I will be deciding all the things. Then we'll have children. Then I decide all the things for the children. Then then over time, when you get upset that we don't take you seriously or you don't have a say, you never did. Because every time I gave you one, you gave it back to me. So now you're a year or 2 years down the line. Well, she's not listening to me. That's all I'm going to say about that. I love y'all. I cannot read all these messages. I'm getting sleepy. And I have a long day tomorrow. I'm going to jump to the mountain. Okay, it's not hard to talk about the ex. You hold it in a lot about your negative thoughts. So once you have broken up, something else about, you don't want them to slip out like that though. I want you to think about your, and I'm just talking, right? I'm not saying this is my situation or anything like that. I'm just talking about different things because these are the things that keep coming up. But I just think they're interesting. And a lot of times I don't say these because sometimes you don't want to give the playbook. We call it the playbook, right? Like if I tell you all the things that I like and all the things that I want, you'll do the things that I like and the things that I want. But that's just the shallow part. That's just the tip of the iceberg. The deeper stuff still has to be done. The work still has to be done. It may get you in the door, but me just telling you all the things I like doesn't allow you to stay in the house. So I'm trying to give you a deeper sense of just the women's psyche, so that way when you are courting somebody and you're in these relationships, that you have a better understanding of how women are, how we operate, how we think of different things, right? And that thing about the whatever you want to do, that is a big factor. That is a huge factor, especially if you are looking for a high value woman, somebody who makes her own decisions, somebody who is very articulate, somebody who is feminine. If you want a feminine woman, right? And you want her to be in her feminine, and you want to have her not to be overpowering you, you take some of the decisions off of her plate. So that's where you get that 50-50, right? If you give all the balls in her court and you have her make all the decisions, the 50-50 is no longer there because she's already taken that because you've given it to her. That's what I'm saying. Because a lot of men in our chats are saying they want 50-50, but the 50-50 is not the same when you didn't give it, right? If you gave it in the beginning, you would still have it. But you can't request it on the back end. It's already been established. That's like when you're in the friend zone and then you come back and want to be something else. It's already been established. It's a little too far gone. So these are just things to kind of help you out, though. That's all. Okay. Hey, Art. Hey, Josh. Hey. Hey, Lorenzo. Hey, VR. I love y'all so much. Okay, we're going to call it a night. It's getting late. And I'm sure Robert's fingers are tired from deleting all y'all. Shout out to Robert. Robert holds us down each and every night, and I know Robert has to work in the morning. So thank you, Robert, as always, who is always holding us down as our moderator. We love Robert. Thank you, Robert. Okay. As always, my name is Aysia Smiles. If you please like and subscribe, double tap that screen to like our lives and also subscribe. And also hit the notification bell so that you can be notified each and every time we do go live. We have 5 live streams, maybe 6 now, that are up that are not advertised. We are a monetized channel. However, the last 5 live streams on this channel, you can go back and watch at your leisure this week only. And there are no ads on them, so that way you don't have to worry about any stop and starts with the ads, okay? But you got to watch them this week, the last 5 that are on this channel, okay? So go back and watch those. As always, my name is Aysia Smiles. Keep smiling, keep shining. You got this. Dreams come true, not free. You just need a little bit of elbow grease. I love you. I love you, 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 I love you. I love you so much, and there's nothing you can do about it. The homework, as always, is always the same. To tell yourself, I love you for 1 minute every single day. It may feel weird, it may feel cringy. Tell yourself, I love you in the mirror. If you do not have a mirror, do like I'm doing. Get you a phone, turn it on rear camera facing so that you can see your face in the camera, and tell yourself I love you for 1 minute every single day. It may be weird, it may feel cringy, you may even cry. Do it anyway. All work works. It either works on you or it works for you, but it works. By doing something simple as saying I love you for 1 minute every single day, that will help you in your next relationships, because I need you to see yourself for who you are, okay? See yourself for who you are. A lot of us have been running and shying away, and we're not loving ourselves, and so we expect somebody else to love us when we haven't fully loved ourselves. We've got to start there first. If you do not start there first, you cannot love anybody else, and they cannot love you the way that you want to be loved, because you have not loved yourself the way you want to be loved. Okay? I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.